And I'm back. First order of business, go back to difficulty 5. And check if we actually do now get enemies that have guns once again. We need to launch. And then we will probably be told about our objectives once more.
Are you annoyed with me?
Why should I?
Well, because I've been lying to you, and I didn't tell you that I know Jack.
Jack told me why he had to abandon you in the Barnard cluster. And I can understand why you were looking for an opportunity to follow him.
You're a darling. That's why I'm flying with you now. Jack wants to check some boring stuff, but I think it's far more exciting to be with you.
Oh,
I
Yona.
will begin to analyze the data immediately. However, I will not only require some time for this task, but also several crystals and isotopes. I am certain that you will be able to obtain these for me. Acquire an ore harvester, if you do not already own one, and mine 50 tons of aluminium crystals for me. Afterwards, seek out an octo-scientist who is allegedly dealing with high-quality quamstream isotopes. I will transmit the necessary system keys to your database. Contact the station using your communication system once you have acquired these items. May the 300 protect you. Thank you.
And there we go. Now we have our new...
I can't believe we're going on a shopping trip for Dr. Zarkov.
We might save the galaxy doing that, Iona.
I hope so. Anyway, let's start with the crystals. Dr. Zarkov told me that an asteroid field exists in the Yama system. Apparently, the aluminium concentration there is very high, whatever that is supposed to mean.
Okay, now let's check our story mission items here. In order to help Dr. Zarkov uncover the Thule plans, you must acquire certain goods. 50 tons of aluminium crystals and high-quality qualstream isotopes are required. However, you will need an ore harvester before you can mine the crystals. We already have that. You can find the crystals in a crystal field of the Yama system, while you will be able to acquire the isotopes from Professor Hunhan in the Bein system. First, mine the crystals with the ore harvester, and we probably have a few more messages. Not yet, I guess. Oh, well, this is new. There is a lot of new stuff about Iona. Of course, I think this might be in a bit of a different order. Let's check it out from the top then. Jack, there is no end to the surprises. I have met Jack on a research station in the Sagan system. The truth is that he did not sabotage my father's ship. Robert did. Initially, Robert attempted to place the blame on the Thule. However, when Jack began to investigate the matter, Robert began to blame him. I am such a goof for not realizing what was going on. Understandably, Jack had to disappear, and Robert sent me after him, hoping that I would silence Jack once and for all. That would have been the best case scenario for Robert, most certainly. Zarkov. I was flabbergasted when I also met Zarkov on the station. Jack intended to protect Zarkov from the Thule, and he brought him here for that purpose. Unfortunately, that did not work out well, as the Thule have attacked the station twice already. Maybe we are lucky and the Thule are not aware of the most important fact. I was able to hand Zarkov a storage crystal containing all the information that I gathered in the 4 research stations. He was pleasantly surprised and began to analyze the data immediately. I hope that we will soon find out what is behind the Thule attacks. And now Iona. Of course, there is still Iona. That little rascal has been misleading me the entire time. Finally, the truth was revealed that she is Jack's fiancée. Or is that how you pronounce it? Fiancée? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, when the situation became too dangerous, he abandoned her on the station in the Barnard cluster. That was the reason why she wanted to leave there in such a hurry, and why she was all too willing to help me find Jack. Oh well, there is no way that I could be annoyed with her. After all, she has been a loyal companion throughout this ordeal, and she still is. Well, She certainly has been a bit of trouble, but given the situation, that is something I can very easily forgive. Story mission is down here, but we first have some pirates to wipe out. And while that's happening, I mean, we can talk a bit about that. At least my impression was... Oh. Okay, memory note right here. Check out the news.
I don't believe this. He's got the nerve to show up alone.
Let's see if they start firing. Yep, they have weapons. Do I still have time shock? Now I most certainly do. Let me get in that fuzzball and start time warping. That should be this fighter done, I hope. That's one more fighter done. I can still see the particles around you, so no escape. Okay, I think the first fool that I attacked must still be alive, because they were taking so much punishment on the hull and still flying, more or less. Now I'm starting to get blasted here. But my plasma's already almost halfway charged again. Oh, I'm firing at the boss. That's why I suck. Well, let's finish this. At least this group here. The next pirate group is already on radar. So, apparently also, at least my impression was that Karen was getting his hopes up about Iona and trying to, you know, have some more close relations with her. But apparently she's Jack's fiancée, which perfectly is, you know, it fits perfectly well for me. Because Iona looks good, but I just think the woman that is basically doing all the communications on the Terran cruisers and the Terran stations and all that sort of stuff, she's just way cuter than Iona. So I think, Karen, that would be better for you. She's just, you know, and she's always there. Ah, who cares? What do I understand about women? This is really not my expertise. But Iona has been somewhat lying, somewhat been a bit cheeky, and that person, I think, has never lied to us once. And whenever we needed to land, she always had us permitted. So I'm gonna go with her as far as my advice for Karen Jarvis goes. So one more temporal shock should finish this off. I enjoy this ability. Also, if you didn't see it back there, the Thule apparently can not only cloak, they can also create a duplicate image of their ship while cloaking. And that really misled me at one point, and apparently we still have someone here. Yeah, that is a Thule. Boom. That should be it now. Artifact collected. Do we have some more? No. One more until the next upgrade. And I think I'm gonna try and get that artifact right now. Oh, I forgot to check the news. Well, gonna land at this station and see. So here we have the mysterious drone attack on research station in the Hive CU7 cluster. The drone attack on a research station in the Sagan system is causing confusion. According to the station's head scientist, there were no resources on the station and no top-secret research projects. Most of the scientists are working on the development of methods for faster growth rates in plants. They use vast quantities of serious bull steroids, for their research. A scientist said that he knew of no other use for these steroids. The Security Council is still investigating the incident, and Robert is probably going to come up with something that's going to nip us in the butt again. Oh, this is also a pirate-occupied system, which means it's time to get some more bounty. I am already rubbing my hands if you can hear it. Let's get richer. We will probably end up with one 1.1 million, if I had to guess, by the end of this bounty, plus the end reward. Sounds about right.